Good afternoon, everyone. Michael just spilled a bottle of water on the table.
Yep.
We're off to a great start.
Always. That's a ceremonial ritual for.
It is. Welcome to Adobe. Spill water all over the place. I hope you're all doing well. My name's Howard Pinsky. I'm a senior XD evangelist here at Adobe. Poor Paco's running over there to clean up the mess.
It didn't touch anything like expensive.
Let's just redo this whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, my name is Howard Pinsky, senior XD evangelist at Adobe, joined by the one and only Michael Crabtree. Crabtree.
Yeah, there you go.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. This is your second time on Adobe Live.
Yep. I'm excited.
We're excited for you to be here.
Super thrilled whenever you guys contact me back. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it's always fun on Adobe Live, especially when you spill water all over the place.
That's my thing. That's what I do. I'm gonna do that every time when I'm here now.
Nice.
No,
don't do that. Yeah, so we have a great week packed full of UI and UX stuff. We kicked off the day with Kathleen, who actually kicked off the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. We're mixing things up. Usually we do XD Daily Creative Challenges. Now we're doing Photoshop. Then Jackie joined me at 9 o'clock. Daniel was just with Melody, and now we have Michael back with me. A lot of me. Too much of me.
Too much of yourself.
Yeah, too much of myself. About half an hour in, we're gonna have Chat and Win. And if anyone, do you have stickers on your computer?
Oh,
you do.
On
the front, yeah. I don't have any stickers yet.
Sort of a textured back, so I don't think stickers stick very well to it.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Well, in about half an hour, one of you will have the chance to win 100 stickers from Sticker Mule, which is always fun. And we're also doing daily challenges. So under the challenge tab on Behance, behance.net/live, go to the challenge tab and there's all the information there. And today's challenge is to design an event landing page for web using Adobe XD. And when you submit it, Michael and I, about half an hour before the stream ends, we'll take a look at a bunch of them, give you some constructive feedback, possibly. Maybe we'll rip you to shreds, I'm not sure. One of the two.
We'll try to be nice.
Yeah, we'll try. And a big hello to Anzi and Brian and Daniel and Jan and our amazing Star Wars nerd, Val, is in the chat. Do you know Val?
Oh yeah?
Oh, she's great.
We go way back.
Way back.
In chat, maybe.
Yeah, she's great. And knows everything about Star Wars. And if you're joining us live, let us know where you're tuning in from. You came in from, was it raining over there?
Actually, freezing rain.
Freezing rain.
Yeah.
Ugh, sounds terrible, but
yeah.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
nice.
whole different definition of cold over there.
That's true. Yeah, I grew up in Canada, so I'm definitely, I know the cold.
Yeah.
So tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So, my name is Michael, and I actually have a little presentation thing.
Ooh.
That I kind of put together. Actually, made it in Adobe XD with Auto Animate.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
Having some fun with it. So this is it. Just a white screen.
It's good.
It's I'm a blank slate. No. So here we go.
Ooh. Is that a Cyberman?
Yeah. So
nice.
that was like professional photos taken when I was graduating at my school, and they were like sort of the same pose. Let me see if I can go back here. So it's like sort of the same pose, but you're wearing like a robot costume.
Yeah.
And then your normal self.
Nice.
So this is what I look like at home. This is what I chose to look like today.
That's about right.
And yeah. So
got like a little Sheldon Cooper vibe going on there.
Yeah.
You a Big Bang Theory fan?
Not particularly.
Okay.
But like I was a little inspired by the aesthetic though.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm Michael Crabtree. I'm a graphic and UI UX designer. Here's my portfolio if you want to check it out. Most of the same projects are on my Behance page if you'd prefer there. And so I'm born and raised Kansas City, Kansas. Go Royals.
Boo.
Yeah, I know, they.
I'm a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah, they're good too.
Not anymore. They were good one, a long time ago.
So were the Royals.
It's true.
So a bit about me. I am a graphic design freelancer and the social media manager for Honduras Ministries.
Okay.
And so Honduras Ministries is like a ministry in Honduras, of course. But so it helps people to kind of give them what they need, be it like food, shelter, asylum. Give them whatever they need, help them out however they can. and they also help run an orphanage down there to
Nice.
get kids adopted and take care of them. So I'm proud to be a part of that.
Love it.
And so as social media manager, I help to schedule, create, and publish social media posts in regards to Honduras ministries, be it like news, special things going on, whatever that may be. Yeah, I also help to edit and translate like some of the posts that were written by Honduras ministry people down in Honduras that don't speak much English, to help it make a little more sense in English,
Right.
and things. So that's what I do.
You do a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm proud to be a part of that, something bigger than myself, helping out people down there, because Honduras is sort of an impoverished
Right.
country,
Yeah.
and so they definitely need assistance and things. So, yeah. So I'm a proud graduate of Johnson County Community College, and you may be thinking, oh, community college, but it's actually a really good school. It's basically you learn the exact same stuff you would at a normal four-year university with graphic design, which I have a degree in, but in about half the time and for about a tenth of the price.
That's always good.
Yeah, and so it's one of the only accredited junior colleges in the U.S. So it's even the credits there. They even accept it at even places like Harvard and all the big colleges and things like that. They have an exceptional graphic design program. I mean, it's really good. They do like real world things that you do to kind of learn how to actually do it in real life. And
Which you don't get in very many places.
You don't.
They just they teach you the basics of an application, and they just throw you out into the world
Right.
and expect you to know everything.
I know. So I think that's really cool. Also, the professors there are former, well, they're usually currently graphic design professionals, or they were they were like formerly in that profession, and then they're
good.
kind of passing on their knowledge and advice and all that different things. So it's really good, and it's based in Kansas City. So I kind of lucked out there, right near me, about 15 minutes from where I live.
Can't beat that.
So yeah, it's pretty great. So I'm sort of a jack of all trades kind of designer. I kind of do it all, like print, web, video editing, motion graphics, icons, UI, UX.
It's interesting you throw that in there, because I believe it was somebody, Ben Brahim, in the chat was asking, he kind of referenced when you put you're a UI and UX and you're a bunch of different types of designers, graphic designer, I think you threw in there, and then social media manager. And he was kind of asking, like, how can you be all of that stuff? Aren't they very different?
So they are based, pretty much they're all based on the same principles, and you can apply those principles to any type of design. I just sort of have my mind, and my mind is able to do like the wide array of design. Packaging, I still have to work on that. I'm not exceptional at packaging or whatever, but you have the design principles, and you can apply that even in non-design jobs.
Right.
And that it really helps you. It's great.
Nice.
And maybe jack of all trades, but my main focus is digital design. So stuff you would see on a screen, such as UI, UX, icons, be it icon sets that I would just make for fun and release for people to download, or icons pertaining to the UI project that I'm working on. Also, motion graphics and web design, so HTML and CSS.
You definitely do a
all
lot.
that kind of stuff, yeah. And I keep learning. I still want to learn JavaScript though.
JavaScript is fun.
Yeah, I only
Yeah.
know the basics, so I'm still learning.
Chan says, we're not in Kansas anymore, Michael.
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
No.
In San Francisco.
How do you like it in San Francisco so far?
It's great.
It's very different than Kansas.
Yeah, it's crazy. The traffic. I mean, there are people everywhere you got to look out for.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a pain to drive, which is why people do Ubers and everything around here. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's a really cool place, like a lot to see. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of taking it all in as I can.
Ben Rahim is asking, I wonder how many artboards you had to put together to get this presentation. Do you find it, when you're using XD to create presentations like this, do you find it similar to using like Keynote or PowerPoint?
They do have some similarities. of course, key differences, like, I mean, this actually, you have to think about how you want the things to animate on here, whereas
Right.
on PowerPoint and Keynote, you can't really do that. Also, that one is obviously made for presentations, but I wanted to challenge myself and make it on XD to see if I could, and how well it would turn out with auto animate, and I think it turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun working on it. So I love learning new keyboard shortcuts. I probably know hundreds of them.
Impressive.
Anytime I learn a new one that I think pertains to something I do or I think could be useful to me, I can usually apply it easily, including even switching back and forth between Mac OS and Windows keyboard shortcuts.
Right.
My muscle memory, I've attuned to be able to do that. It took forever to do that because I'm like, oh, Command and
I
Alt,
know.
and, oh no.
I do, because I switch back and forth sometimes, and it's just difficult.
Yeah.
But speaking of shortcuts, did you see the new one that dropped in XD this last week?
Which one?
For the eyedropper. Press I. It's
Really?
very complex.
Yes. I've been wanting that.
I know. There it is. And I'm sure more keyboard shortcuts for XD are definitely coming, but eyedropper.
Brian says Crabtree for president. Oh man, eyedropper's great. That's awesome.
Marvel movies are good.
Huge fan of Marvel movies. Sorry, but not just the movies themselves. I mean, the movies are great and everything. But I'm really into studying their how they think steps ahead, years in advance. All the little details and everything, even the way someone looks, they go back movies later and give a reason for why they look exactly like that. Like Nick Cage's eye scar, they're gonna show how he got that and why it looks like that in a previous movie and things. I think it's pretty cool. Their marketing is really great. You know, they have Avengers. We didn't even know the name of the new Avengers movie until they released the new trailer, and even then they didn't even bother putting the title in the video title because they wanted you to watch the video. It's just crazy. They do a really good job at getting attention without, I mean, I don't know.
They're really good at that.
They do it right. I don't know.
Deadpool's marketing was just beautiful.
It's just crazy.
It was great.
So I'm pretty inspired by that, and I kind of take notes on that to apply to myself if I can, to help myself out and things. And of course the credit designs. Every new movie has a different design in their end credits, all the different art styles. It's really inspiring to me. Okay, so enough about me.
What are we doing today?
Now I'm going to talk about what I'm going to be working on.
Nice.
So this is what I'm calling Food Finder or Food Find. And I know I had the previous time I was in here, the app I made was called Sound Find.
Okay.
So I didn't mean for this to be a similar type of name. It just kind of happened. But please, if you guys have a creative name idea for the app in the chat, please let us know. We can write them down and figure out which one we like the best.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can also create a poll. We can send that out in the
yeah.
chat, and they can vote on it, which is great. And by the way, if at any point during this stream you have questions for Michael, throw them in the chat. I'll be watching the whole time, and I'll do my best to answer. I won't answer them. Michael will answer them.
Also, if once we decide on a name, if one of you guys want to design a logo for it, that would be awesome. We could decide with that too. That could be a lot of fun. Okay, so Food Finder, what is it? Helps you find food, right? Well, here's some goals, features that I want to accomplish in this app. So a feature that helps you figure out where you want to eat at that's the primary feature. So if you don't know where to eat, or you've been to this place a million times and you want to try something new in your area, this will help you find it and locate it.
I need an app like this, because I'm always asking my wife, where do you want to go for dinner?
Yeah, exactly.
And she's asking me, where do you want to go for dinner? And we're both I don't know, where do you want to go for dinner?
Exactly. And
it doesn't help. So we can just ask this app and it'll tell us.
Yeah.
And we'll just look at each other and say, no, we don't want that.
And you can pick again.
Yeah.
Another feature allows you to customize your preferred or favorite places. So you can set places as your favorite, so you can easily find them and go back to them again whenever. And favorite kinds of food, and that will help you to determine where it will pick where to eat and things. So let's see. Yeah, to determine a place to eat at, and then helps you navigate where you want to go. So once you've decided on a place, it would take you to a map section or something that would help you navigate to that place.
Yep.
So yeah, and also I imagine that the maps would have like dots on the screen, like to show different points, like different types of places there are, like a little icon over here for hamburgers, a little icon over here for Chinese and things like that on the map to kind of indicate, and you can tap on them and get info and stuff.
Roman says Grubhub. Foodle, Food Hunter. Jan says, I hate doing dishes. Hunger Games, Hungry Puppies. Well, we'll compile a list of all these interesting ideas and we'll create a poll. We'll vote on them eventually.
Definitely. I hate doing dishes. That's funny. So I'm hoping to also have it to be where you can control it with your voice. So you'd say, I want to eat here, or I'm wanting to eat at this kind of place. It'll take you to that. I'm hoping we'll have time to get to that.
We better have time for that, because I love whenever we have voice integration in an XD stream, because there's just so much you can do with it.
Yeah.
Including Baby Shark. You probably didn't see that stream, but one of my previous guests, Christine, she was doing a scuba diving app, and she did an Easter egg where you can get information on Baby Shark, and it actually sang that Baby Shark song. I don't know if you've heard the song, but
I haven't.
It's incredibly annoying. I don't recommend it. But yeah, it sang Baby Shark to her. Good times.
It's great. So its purpose. So what is it good for? Why should I use it? So in order to do that, you've got to establish like a user base, like who would use it and for what reasons that are applicable. So as Howard said, a group of friends or couple looking for a place to eat at, and so this whole thing right here kind of inspired me to start this app because at a previous job I had, my friend and I, during our lunch break, we would usually go out for lunch and we're like, where do you want to eat? I don't know what's around.
All the time.
Yeah, and so we're like, wouldn't it be great if we could like just like press a button and it'd be like, you should eat here or something. And so that's kind of what inspired me to start with this app.
Nice.
People who like to discover new places to eat at or socialize at. So if you're like a foodie who goes to all the different places, this can kind of help you discover new places to check out and socialize with your friends at or something. And of course, another one would be tourists or people who aren't from that area. So, you know, if you're not from around there and you don't know your way around, what can you use in order to help you find a place to eat?
Yep. Have you discovered new places here while you're in San Francisco? There's a lot of food.
Oh yeah, there's so many places. I can't remember their names, unfortunately. But I mean, there are a lot of great places here that I've been to and checked out and heard about.
In-N-Out, it's a good one.
I still haven't gone there. I went in there.
High quality food.
I know, I want to go in there, but like I went in there and the line was so long. I'm like, I want to eat. So I kind of left.
It's one of those places you have to go when you're on the West Coast, just because you've never experienced it before.
Yeah.
It's their burgers are pretty good. Nothing, mind-blowing, but it's good.
Yeah. Oh, such a long line. So user needs. So what does a user need out of this app? So a user needs to find a perfect or random place to eat at. So I have it in mind to where you could like choose a place to eat at, whether it be like a place that perfectly suits your preferences of favorite types of places or favorite foods, or just a totally random out there food place that has nothing to do with anywhere you've been. Just totally random, maybe highly rated, maybe you want to try out a low rated place, I don't know. So this would help you to find a place.
And Russell says, how about a surprise me button for random?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Surprise me.
Big
That's
red
a cool
button,
idea.
just like press it, and you can't say no. You have to do it.
And he's like, yes, do it. You have to go there. The app will hold you against your will if you don't.
Yep, it's tracking you.
Yeah, it's watching your every move and silently judging you for not going there if you choose not to. So a user needs to discover what places are out there and how to find them. So it's not enough that you just find a place that's out there. You want to know how to get there easily and quickly without like, switching to a totally different Maps app that isn't even optimized for food finding, like Google Maps or something. enter the address and all that stuff. You just want to like go here. It'll give you the directions. So also, user needs to rate, share, and be able to contact places to eat at if you want to like contact if you want to like set a reservation or something, or check out the menu, their hours or something. And also rate and share, so you can like share it with your friends. Like, I totally recommend this place, or I love this place. I want to go back there sometime, and things. So yeah.
Nice.
All right, and then so today I'm wanting to do the planning phase, day 1. So planning, like drawing and showing you thumbnails and things that I've already come prepared with some ideas. And so we can like use that to help make the lo-fi wireframing on Adobe XD. And then, yeah, day 2 we would be looking at like a mood board of like inspirational, images and other things that would help to inspire features and looks and things like that. We would go over design guidelines, so I would kind of put together a quick guideline of like some design specs, how I would want the app to look, and then apply those to the lo-fi wireframes to make them hi-fi. If you don't know what lo-fi and hi-fi are, it's low fidelity and high fidelity. So lo-fi is like simple, quick, kind of crude made wireframes for the layout, the general layout of the app, and like what would go here, what would go there, and things. And then you would then apply your design guidelines to the low fidelity wireframes to create a high fidelity interface or screen. So it'd be finalized and make it all consistent.
Yep. That's when things start looking pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it start looking pretty. I'm gonna have to fight doing that today because I'm like,
I know.
I'm tempted to go straight into the design.
Aren't we all? I do it all the time, especially when I'm just designing for Dribble. I'm like, screw the low fidelity stuff. I'm just gonna make it pretty.
Yeah.
Then the problem is you start to realize how many things you're missing because you just jumped to the high fidelity stuff and you didn't really think through that user experience.
Right.
And then you have to redo the entire thing from scratch.
Yeah.
So yeah, do the low fidelity stuff.
So yeah, if you get too far in the high fidelity, you just like, oh, I don't want it like this. There's actually a better way, and then you gotta totally change it, and it's kind of a pain.
Yep.
And on personal projects, admittedly, I still sometimes start with high fidelity, just like I just want to get into the idea I have. But you gotta kind of force yourself to stay low fidelity at the start, so that way you can quickly make new iterations, and if you need to make a change, it's plain and simple to do.
Yep.
So yeah.
And Ben Brahim is asking, what guidelines will you be using?
So it'd probably be proprietary, so I'd probably make it up myself.
Got it.
So yeah, but something that would like be stylized to, or it would look like it would fit the kind of app we're wanting to make. And so day 3, prototyping with auto animate, which I'm really excited for. Yeah. I imagine I'll probably kind of begin the prototyping phase in day 2 during the high fidelity, because like whenever you're making your the content on your screens, you want to make sure they're named a certain thing. And if you make the high fidelity screens and then you start to prototype, if you start to prototype with auto animate, they may be named different things on different screens. So you want to keep that consistent. So that way it's easier for you. So you don't have to you make a big mistake and you're like, oops, I gotta name it this instead. And it's a kind of a pain. And then finish high fidelity screens. So refine and complete the app.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I have.
Let's do it. Let's jump in and start designing.
Yeah. And in case you're wondering, here are all the artboards I have for the About Me.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And then we can start, not with After Effects. Whoops. Accidentally clicked that. But we can start with XD. And so I'm thinking I want to start with iPhone 7 and 8.
Okay.
Just because that's what I have, and
you don't want to deal with the notch?
I don't want to deal with the notch. That's also the main reason.
But that's the fun of everything. You
Yeah.
gotta deal with the notch and the thing at the bottom that you can't put things
Fun
behind.
challenge, the rounded corners.
Rounded corners.
I know. I'm not.
Apple's just making
I
our
know.
life
Here,
complicated.
one sec. I'm going to go ahead and quit After Effects. Oops. Yeah, there we go.
We can just turn this into an After Effects stream if you want.
Yeah, I could just make the whole thing in After Effects and design in there too.
Okay.
Instead, rather. All right. So, blank slate. We'll start out by saving it.
Luke is asking if you play Minecraft.
I just have it there just for decoration.
Oh, okay.
No, I do play. Yeah, I haven't played in a while.
I see
though.
Origin down there and Steam.
Yep.
I like you, Michael.
A lot of good games. And so for now, I'm going to save it to my Food Find app folder. I'll probably rename it to whatever app name you guys come up with that we want to change it to. So for now, I'll just name it foodfind.xd. All right. So yeah, here's.
Do you use Cloud Docs at all, or you save mostly in local?
I've been doing local.
Okay.
Just because I already have everything synced to my OneDrive.
Got
anyway.
it. Okay.
But I haven't tried the Cloud Docs yet. Does it save in Creative Cloud?
It does. Yeah, it saves. And when you go to like open a file or Command or Control N to make a new file, there's a Cloud Docs section right there, and it auto saves too. So every few seconds it'll save it, so you don't have to worry about crashes or whatever.
Cool.
Random Windows updates.
So it doesn't auto save on the local one?
It doesn't. No.
Okay. I was kind of wondering about that.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, eventually, like Andrew Shorten released a blog post that Cloud Documents is kind of laying the groundwork for a lot bigger things like versioning. So you don't have to save, Food Finder _1, Food Finder _2,
Yeah.
Food Finder _dark mode. Also live collaboration. So if you're working with a team, you can all jump in there and just start editing at the same time. Yeah, and much more in-depth design systems, which is nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm
a lot of
really
cool stuff coming.
Excited for the future of XD, and also the ability to change text to uppercase.
Oh, I know. Cool. I know there's a plugin right now, but it's coming.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
So I've started with the Adobe or with the Food Find file, but I kind of want to get like GoPro started to kind of show you some ideas I've had so far. So this is currently like a screen to kind of show like different ways I could lay out like one of the main features I want on this app would be a spinning wheel, like sort of like Wheel of Fortune, where wherever it lands on, that's the place it selects.
You're really gamifying this. I like it.
I want it to be kind of fun to use.
Yeah.
So I have like different ideas. Like this one, you would spin the random one like as soon as you go to like the app section or whatever, you would just start spinning the random one, or you could swipe up and spin your favorites. Your favorite places to eat or types of places. But I'm like, I don't know how efficient that would be. I wanted to do like just one touch to do either random or your faves. So I had this idea of like a little spinning tab. You would like touch the tab and then you'd spin and it would automatically enlarge on the screen and would start spinning that one. And then of course you'd go back and you can like start spinning your faves instead or something. So one touch to do either one. I think that's probably the way I'm gonna go, but I try to iterate with other efficient ways to do it, or other things to try. So this one you would like tap on it and just spin, go back, tap on it and spin. That creates an extra step, not necessary. And then this would be like the interface for it. Like this would be what it would look like. This is the stopping the, what do they call those on Wheel of Fortune? I don't know, like the.
Yeah, I don't know either. But the thing that stops the wheel from spinning.
Yeah, and
it's a good description.
It would land on one of those, and then, well, you'd press spin, and then it would spin, land on one, and then like maybe have a button here like go here, or check out this place or something. And so let's see, this one is like once you start spinning. It would start spinning like this, and then the other one would transform into a little close button down here. I thought about that, but I'm like, what if I like spin this one and then this one transforms into an X up here? Like it'd be kind of weird to have it in two different places, or have this one move all the way to the bottom or something. I want it to be fluid and efficient, and I felt this wasn't necessary. So
yeah, and this really shows you the importance of the low fidelity planning phase, because imagine if you just jumped into high fidelity and you started to do this one up here, right? And then this would probably take a lot of work. Just kind of looking at this now, there's a lot of pieces, a lot of moving elements.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's probably not going to work. Then you have to go back and redo the whole thing. Maybe you'll do this one. And, oh, speaking of moving things, we got fireworks behind us. So we're gonna take a very quick break. When we come back, in the chat, you can just pound your keyboard if you really want to, but let us know what your favorite food is, and one of you will win 100 stickers from Sticker Mule. We'll see you in a second.
Yes.
And we're back. So let us know what your favorite food is. What's your favorite food, Michael?
It's
tough question.
It is tough. I mean, I'm fond of the cheesy kind of food.
Okay.
Personally, pizza I'd say is
Pizza's
probably
good.
my favorite. That's like, who doesn't have that as a favorite food? Pizza, you know, like mac and cheese. I mean,
That's always good.
You know, just simple.
Cheese sticks?
Cheese sticks are good too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like you still.
Mozzarella cheese sticks
Yep.
too. Those are great. Yeah.
Val says sushi. I gotta go with that one.
I've never had sushi.
Never?
Never.
You
I
have to.
I
So you have
want
to have good sushi. So when I was very young, they brought sushi to our school, and I had a terrible experience.
yeah.
Never touched it. And actually, just a few. What year is it? It's about 4 years ago. I was at Adobe Max and as like just an attendee, but Adobe took me out for sushi. Oh, I fell in love, and
That's awesome.
I fell in love since. So you have to have good sushi.
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe stopping by Japantown and kind of trying some sushi down
do it.
there. Hopefully it won't be raining like crazy.
I know it's supposed to be ugly this
down
week.
Here. I know.
Yep.
I was kind of sad about that.
Jan says hamburgers. Those are always good.
Yeah. Hamburger.
Another sushi, sashimi is always fun. Never tasted sushi. Well,
Yeah.
oh, Ben Rahim. Whoop, over there. There we go. He's been pretty active in the chat this stream. Congratulations, you just won 100 stickers from Sticker Mule. Someone from Behance will reach out to you very shortly. But if you did not win, you can still go to stickermule.com/Adobe Live 19. You can pick up 10 stickers for $1, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, decorate that laptop.
I'm definitely gonna be.
I know, I gotta do that. It looks
He
so
and I
lonely
have like
back here.
just lonely
I know.
laptops.
At least you got the two in the front.
Yeah, I got like a little XD sticker and then a little Pokemon Go
Nice.
sticker over here.
I got a little notification from Pokemon Go not too long ago.
People don't play that very much anymore. I'm trying to get back into it.
Yeah, my wife and I are playing quite a bit.
Yeah, San Francisco, I'm sure, is a good place to do it.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good. Alrighty, so.
So, I actually kind of want to go back to the GoPro and show you like some more like ideas. So like, you know, I'm probably gonna go with this spinning feature, and so I imagine that like the interface would look similar to this one. Let me see, give you a better look. Nope. Oh well. You'll have to look closely. So it'd be like I wanted to kind of have like a seamless kind of thing where like playing on a theme of the enlarged tab here. So like you have this big tab here that you grab to spin, and then down here it would like transform into this bigger tab. Like, you know, the one that it lands on would be a bigger tab, and it would give you info like you spun, you know, CC's Pizza, for example, 3.3 miles away. It's rated 5 stars. It's inexpensive price, a little $sign there, and then you can check out their website, or you can get a new result. So it would choose a new place based on the pizza result.
This is quite in
that you
depth.
get. Yeah,
I'm excited to see this unfold over the next few days.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
And so down here you'd have like, I imagine like 4 different sections. One would be the wheel or spinning. This one would be the map to help you navigate and find places. Custom, so you can like customize the different factors and aspects of your favorite kind of food or place. Like I like this kind of food. I like restaurants and bars, but I don't like so and so. And that will help to give you an answer to a place that. What's the word I'm looking for? It would help you better to find a place based on those that data. If that makes sense.
Totally.
So yeah, there, and then this one it's like a little emoticon with them sticking out his tongue. Like,
oh, cute.
I'm in the mood for, you know, so and so. So you're like, I'm in the mood for you just like you suddenly think you're having a craving for something like Chinese food, and so it gives you a list of Chinese food places nearby that you could check out, and you could filter it based on like ratings or price and etc. Also, it'd probably be I might, instead of just mood, I might make this like a little guy icon, like not guy, but like, you know, like the little head with the little body icon.
Right. Like a user icon.
Yeah. And so that would also house maybe your friends, a friends list here, or, I don't know, stuff like that. And then I was also thinking maybe I could play on this idea of like a little thing down here, like it's kind of hard to tell, but that's like a little 3, and then a little user icon here. So this tells you that there are like 3 of your friends also spinning, and it'll kind of determine a result based on all 3 of your results.
Oh boy, it's getting really social now.
I hope I'll have time to get to that. I'm not entirely sure. This is kind of a complicated feature, but if we have time for it, we'll definitely get into that.
Cool. A lot of people are commenting on your PC that you're using. Most guests come in with Macs.
Yeah, I'm a PC person.
Nice.
I do have an iMac at home. It's an older iMac that I use just for random things. Also, sometimes I design Adobe XD things on it because I have the Magic Trackpad. So you know, you can have those gestures, and it's more fun to use XD with a trackpad personally. And it's more fluid because you can like pinch to zoom and all that stuff.
Yeah. But the nice thing about XD runs on Windows too.
Yeah. So the trackpad works great on here. So you can like just
there you go.
Boom. But on my home setup, I have it to where my laptop is like over here. You know, it's like kind of hanging over here, and then I have like a main screen and then a third vertical screen for other things. And so it's not easy to get to my trackpad. So I use a mouse, and that's why I find it a little more fun to use my iMac, because I have it hooked up to my big TV that I can switch nice. Between my computer, my PC and Mac.
Sweet.
And things. Yeah.
Well, should we get designing? Well, I'm not going to get designing. You're going to get designing.
Actually, I'm sorry.
There's more.
Yeah, there's more. Some more drawings. I'll try to get through these more quickly. So yeah, this is a more refined design for the spinning. So you'd like spin, maybe a little random label here to indicate that that's your random. Then your favorites here. This is indicating what section of the app you're on. This is a section of the map for maps, and then these are like little blips that show like little icons of types of food places nearby. You can tap on them for info, or you can filter it. Let's see, what did I say? Yeah, filter it based on type of food, so it will only show places of a certain type of food if you want. This is the third section for custom, like kind of place, I want a restaurant. What price? Medium price. Rating, at least 3 stars. Type of food, Italian, distance, up to 10 miles. And then you just find somewhere, you know. I want it to be just like simple but customizable, you know. Down here, this would be the 4th section. So, fourth section, like I'm in the mood for, and then you're hungry for, and then you can select between like your favorite types of food or favorite places to eat or something. Eat at, you don't eat places.
I mean, you could.
You could try. And so like once it gives you a result, you could press the back, or it would show you the results here. So for example, McDonald's, like you select burgers, and then like it would give you McDonald's. You can go back, of course. Then it gives you information. It's American, fast food, 2.1 miles away, 2 stars. This would be like a little directions icon here. You tap on that and it would take you to the map section where it can help you navigate to it. You can view its menu or its website, or you can find a similar type of place or other locations of that place. And so here's sort of an example of places you might like. So like if you select Italian food, it would give you a list of Italian food places nearby. Sinsetti's, give you the address, maybe the rating, how many people rated it, and then like 3.3 miles away, medium price range, you know, and you'd be able to swipe through or sort by, you know, various factors and things. And so, yeah, so type of food, yeah, then I try to design a menu for it, or a menu like to help you navigate and select the different types of things, like price. You could tap this to do medium price, tap here to do 3 stars. You have like maybe some presets of 1 mile, 5 miles, 10 miles away, or you have this little ... button You tap on that and you can select like a little, maybe a slider to allow you to go further, you know. List places with discounts, yeah. So you may be able to also sort it by like what place is on sale at the time, and it would factor in the results based on that as well.
Nice.
And
it's a lot of screens you're gonna get through.
Yeah, and I also had like some quick thumbnails, but I don't need to show those like for layout and things. But yeah, this kind of gives you an example of some things I'll be starting to work on.
Sweet.
Yeah. So let's get started. So I think I'm gonna start off doing the spinner thing. So I'm gonna kind of slightly base this off of Apple's iOS. So get UI kits, Apple iOS, but I already have it. Well, actually, extreme ironing, by the way.
Yes. You have to integrate that somehow.
Try to integrate that somehow. Okay.
If anyone missed the first stream, the challenge today is to design a landing page for an event, I believe it was. Which, by the way, there's 47 minutes left to get your entry in, so Michael and I can review it. But somebody submitted one about extreme ironing, and I didn't know this was the thing, but apparently it's a thing. Oh, wait, no, extreme ironing.
Close that.
I don't know.
Extreme ironing. That was hilarious when I read that. Oh, and XD crashed. All right. All right, let's extract the file we just downloaded. And then let's go here. And it's always, oh my goodness. I thought it was gonna, hold on. Yeah, iOS 12 Adobe XD. I'm confused. Oh well, I already have it downloaded in my designs folder.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, Adobe XD toolkits. And then, let's see, iOS 11.
Technical problems are always fun.
Yeah.
But we'll get through them.
Okay.
Until then, you can just stare at our faces.
Okay, so here is the...
Roman, it wouldn't crash if he was on a Mac.
It's crashed on Mac before a few times too. Okay. There we go. I was like, what's going on? Okay, so technical difficulties. All right, so I'm looking first for, the bottom section here. So let's go ahead and copy that. Oops, let's go ahead and make it first. Open the food find thing again. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Okay, food find and then foodfind.xd.
And for those wondering about resources and UI kits and things like that, if you go to the File menu, which there isn't one on Windows, but if you go to Get UI Kits, you can grab stuff for iOS, Android, Windows. There's also a ton of UI kits for things like dashboards or travel applications. What other, I did an auto animate one. There's a lot of different UI kits and resources completely free. You can just grab them and get going.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we have, so this is group 1 and group 2. So this is a status bar. And then group 2 is down here, so nav bar. Okay, and then we have all these different glyphs, which we don't really need, but they're just going to be placeholders for now.
Right.
And so we're going to start with the spin, or the spinning screen. So we're going to do E4 ellipse, and then we can make a little circle here. I'm not really sure what size. 244, I guess, is okay.
It's a great size.
And we do want 2 of them. And so let's go. How far do I want this apart? Maybe like 40 pixels, give them some breathing room. I don't know, 30. And then we'll center it on the artboard. All right, and that's that. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wanted to split up into 8 different sections or something. So maybe we'll switch to Illustrator and kind of work on that.
Okay.
So just because I find it a little easier to do that in Illustrator than XD. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna kind of split it up into different sections.
Do you tend to, go back and forth between Illustrator and XD or even Photoshop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite a bit. I don't use Photoshop that much, mostly Illustrator for like the complex graphics and things, and then XD for applying those graphics.
If you can bring one tool from Illustrator into XD, which would it be? It's a big question, I know.
Yeah. Maybe the direct select tool.
Okay.
Because I know you can like hold control and click to select an object on the screen.
Yep.
But sometimes it's like buried deep in there, and you got to click a few times to get to it.
Right.
You just press A to get to the direct select tool, or whatever the shortcut would be on XD, and then like just immediately select it and move it around and things. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. So we want maybe 8 sections, maybe like, we'll do 12. So 360 divided by 12, and then you can preview it to see how much it changes. You can hit copy, and then Control D.
Oh,
and
getting fancy.
Yeah. Control D to duplicate the action you just did.
Right.
So this gives you 12 whole sections that you can use. And then with all of them selected plus the circle, you can go to your Pathfinder panel, and then you can hit divide.
Right.
And that will divide it into 8. But first you got to ungroup it. So yeah, for some reason it's grouped into 3 different sections, or 4 though. But it's okay. We can ungroup it again, maybe. I guess not. But here, we can press K is the, what do they call this, live paint bucket? Yeah. So if you press K for the live paint bucket, you can also quickly divide it manually. So you can like select the objects you wanna separate out, and you can press K, and then you can just start clicking on them. All the ones you wanna do. Okay, and then you can expand it, and then you can ungroup a couple times, and now you have each individual piece.
The pizza is ready.
And so what we also want is to get rid of this stroke here, and instead of like manually finding them and deleting them one at a time, we can select, if they're all the same color, you can select one and then go up here to press this button, and that will select all similar objects. So all objects filled with white, and just click it once, and now it's separated out from the pie.
I'm learning a lot. I don't use Illustrator as much as I should.
And so now we have 12 different sections. And so if you want, you can press D to give it a default graphic fill. So now each one has its own 1 pixel border and things, or stroke. But I don't think we need that. I'm thinking, I don't know, wait, maybe we want different colors too. But I mean, I guess we'll handle that the next day with hi-fi.
Yeah, and once you bring this into XD, it'll remain vector.
Yeah.
So you can easily change the colors.
Yeah. So we can just press D, and then
Jan said, app name suggested, Pasta La Vista.
Pasta La Vista. That's funny. Although it kind of sounds like you're saying goodbye, so I don't know how well that would work for our app, but it's clever and funny. Yeah. I like it. And so now we have it all selected. If we want, we can then take it to this Creative Cloud libraries. Let me go ahead and make it larger and cancel that. And so I already created a food find library to put these graphics in, so I can just take it and drag it onto here. Boop. There we go, and then you can name it what you want. So we'll do spin circle, I guess, name it that, and now it'll be available in XD.
Yep.
So you can just switch back to XD, and then you can go here and then go to OpenCC Libraries, or press Control-Shift-L, and that'll open a little libraries panel here.
And there it is, look at that.
And there it is. You just drag it on.
Looks like an orange now. There we go.
There you go. And it's really big, but that's fine. And also, if we want, we can unlink the graphic and customize it ourselves. Otherwise, we have to go back into Illustrator and edit it if we want to make any changes.
Right, which is a fun benefit, depending on your project.
It has its pros and cons, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I found when working on projects that contain high-fidelity images that I create in Photoshop, like compositions, obviously you can't edit those in XD, so that in that case it would remain linked. Right. And then you can just go back to your library, press Edit, and then you go back to Photoshop, make the change, and then save it, and it syncs to XD, which is fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and Just put that there and delete the circle behind it. And so now we have 2 of these. And for now, we may keep them linked graphics. Not entirely sure yet. Actually, it might actually be a better idea to unlink them, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So we unlink graphics, so now they're their own standalone thing. So now you can go in, double click, and
all the paths are
each
there.
one,
you can do whatever you need to do.
You have the border and everything, everything you need. And so what we can also do is I'm going to press E for ellipse, and that will give us like a little central node, or whatever you want to call it, to indicate where where it lands on or whatever. So we do that, and then if I want, let's see, I can select this anchor point, and then I can, maybe not. What's happening here? Okay. Here, I'm gonna move this over here for now. Double click on it, move it up. There we go, and then grab the pen tool. I think you can make it straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I believe if you just double click on with the selection tool, there you go.
Cool. And then you have this little teardrop shape.
Nice.
And so we can go ahead and put it back. Except here, I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing here. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this and then undo back to where the circle was over here. So I have a place that I know where it perfectly belongs. And then just, oops, put it back like that. I mean, there's probably an easier way to do it, but whatever. And so we can just make one and then copy this whole thing and move it down to here. So we don't have to make them both look the same way.
Right.
And so in the middle, I'm thinking I want like a little icon, like a restart. So you'd tap on it and it would like restart the spin or something like that. So maybe I'll just put that, let's do a circle actually. Maybe more clear that way. So we'll do a little circle, and then I mean, I have my Illustrator
the shortcuts
in mind right now, but I can just let's see, am I able to delete the paths? Oh no. I wanted to kind of cut it out to have it be a half circle here.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, but we'll just indicate this icon, or what? Okay. We'll do restart, just a little indicator to tell us what is the circle here for. We just put it in there. Whatever.
Remember, it's low fidelity.
Low
doesn't
fidelity.
have to look pretty.
Doesn't have to look great. So we have the spinner and the little selector here telling us there's a little restart icon in the middle. And now we can take it and just copy it down here.
Russell's saying delete one anchor and convert 2. And you can also, also use the pathfinder too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now we can press Control D to duplicate the artboard. And now I want to be as if we have spun one.
Right.
And are now in the spinning page. So that's basically what it looks like. And then the final result, it'll look, something like this, and then this little shape here would be, really big and things, which I'm going to do soon. I'm going to go ahead and, so this is like when it's spinning, and then we can have another screen here that is as if it just did that. So we're just going to give it a big spin here to where whenever we do auto animate, it will, it'll spin, rotate to this. And so we can do about there. Whatever lands on here. Okay, and I don't know how well you can resize that here. That's probably fine.
That could work.
Yeah. Although that is kind of a small section to give information in. Do you think we should just have 8 instead of 12, maybe?
It could, yeah.
I mean,
you could also just kind of enlarge it this way and then have it just on top, so that it covers everything.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
Oh, because it's rotated, so it's gonna skew a little bit.
It's crazy. I'm just gonna, yeah.
Yeah, you might have to grab the anchor points and just move them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's go.
Yeah, the ones at the top, if you grab those two and just drag them outwards.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, there's two of them in there. That's okay.
Oops. No. There we go.
There you go.
So, I mean, I guess we can just like align it or something so it looks a little better.
Yeah.
Grab it.
Kevin Lee is in the house. He was one of our guests previously
on
on Adobe Live. Yeah.
Cool. Looks so wonky.
A little bit.
Go ahead and send it forward like that. And then we can just have it aligned, have it lined up.
Oh, with the ones at the bottom?
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so a little bit more.
Roman's saying, don't enlarge the piece, just make a pop-up box. That could be another option too.
Oh yeah. Let's see, pop-up box. Yeah, we could just like grab a, we could just like make a polygraph, or polygraph.
Polygraph test. We're all lying now.
Polygon. Just create a polygon and then enlarge the points there maybe.
There's lots of ways we can go about this.
Yeah. So that's one of the beauties of software. There's always a million ways to do things.
Yep.
So yeah, we have this, and actually we could also maybe move this down a little bit, give this a little more space to do it. Editing points in XD isn't what I'm great at. I find it way easier in Illustrator, personally.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, and then we can like maybe separate it out to where we have like a, okay, so we can press L for line, and then I'm gonna consult my notes real quick. And we can check how many sections there are. So we have like 4 different sections, one for you spun, and then the other info. So we can do, it's like straight line, and then we can just do a few of them. So now we have 4 sections. Okay, and then we can just grab them all. And I think, is there a way we can like separate them out?
Yeah, if you use the second button, it should. Or maybe try using a rectangle instead of the lines.
Okay.
Give that a shot.
Things like that. So just like do like a rectangle. Okay. Let's deselect.
Yeah, do just rectangles across where you want to divide them.
Okay. Like here, let me get rid of the.
Like the breakpoints.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
So you basically want like 4 separate sections, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you do thin, instead of lines that go across, you just do thin rectangles.
Okay.
And that should basically split that. If I'm understanding what you're trying to do.
Hopefully.
I hope so too.
I haven't, this was my app idea in concept, but making it is more challenging.
It always happens.
Yeah.
As you're designing something, you're always thinking of new things, or you realize something doesn't work properly.
Okay, so we have 3 rectangles, and then also, here, let me select this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut. I'm just gonna, or it might be better just to put them in here. Okay, so so there we go, and then, oh, I see.
Yeah, they're
So
in a
path
different
13.
group, so they have to be in the same group.
I'm just gonna have to like name one of these selection 2 or something.
Might have to go with Russell's idea. Just have a pop-up box.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. This is, I mean, again, it's low fidelity.
Yep.
So we have some refinement. We can drag that above selection and select selection, and then you're saying now we should?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. So now there's like a break point in between all of them.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. If I go back, and then you can go back and edit these individually. Make it about even. All right. So yeah, you have 4 different sections for the different bits of info. And then we also want the boxes in there. So let's go ahead and... All right, this is crazy. Look at this.
Right, because it's rotated, so it's kind of following that rotation.
Yeah. Let's get out of there. Okay, and so we want like little buttons here, probably rounded. So let's see, these would be for website. Really tiny text. You can drag this up. Center it. Okay, and then we're going to group this, name it website button. Center it a little more. Okay, and so also we want stars. So I'm going to go ahead and I have some icons already like made. They're just not like in the libraries yet.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm kind of working on. So probably have like a little star here for ratings. Oops. Okay, and then we should have it back in XD. You can drag that in. Go ahead and unlink the graphic. Give it like a yellow color. Make it way smaller, like 24 maybe. Maybe not. Wow, that's
a little
tiny.
small.
A little bit. Oh,
because there's a...
Whoa. All right.
Try turning responsive resize off.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna go and ungroup that. We don't need this rectangle around it. We have 5 stars.
Could also probably use repeat grid for something like that.
That's true.
Mm.
Okay, so you just select it, press Control R, or click the repeat grid button there, right there, and then just swipe across. We don't need 6 stars. 5 stars. Center. All right, and then we don't want that big gap between them either.
So when Russell's designing, he eats sour Skittles and Twizzlers. Do you have a snack of choice when you're designing?
Not really. I just kind of listen to music.
That works too.
I'm doing that.
Val has coffee and tea. Or tea. Or maybe both, I don't know.
Okay. So let's see. These aren't big enough, or never mind, they don't need to be touched. So yeah. So this will tell you how much, or you know, how high the rating is, and then we can have like a little $sign here. We can make it smaller. Let's do bold for now. This will be a different typeface once the design guidelines are applied. Okay, and then we can just make it green. All right, and then over here on this side we can have 3.3 miles away. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this text, but change the color to black. So there. Yep.
When you're at this stage, do you start thinking about what fonts you're going to use or what colors, or do you just go like very simple at this point?
Typically, I think about like the different fonts and try out which ones I think work well. I don't always apply them right away. Cause I mean, I remember like you said, like this one person would always do Comic Sans at first.
Yep.
And yeah, just so they can like have their mind totally off of the design of it. Yeah, so it does okay. So we're gonna just do that. We're gonna right align that one. Okay. So, I mean, you know, just a quick and simple thing. So this section is for this information. And then here you would have, well, first we'll do use spun, spa. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead actually, just to quickly do this, I'm gonna go ahead and add this color swatch of black and this one to green. We can change that. I don't like that super bright green color.
That's a quite aggressive green.
Let's take it down a bit.
Yeah, it's the magic of the assets panel.
Yep. All right, and then we can make this larger, maybe all caps. Because the
one day there'll be a button to do that.
Yes. The typeface I have in mind is, I think it looks better all caps.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Which one are you thinking about?
What is it called? Woodbourne Pro, I think.
Okay.
It's
Never heard that
sort
one.
of a blocky kind of font. It's a little condensed. I thought it would probably work well with what we're trying to go for. I guess I can show you here. Like that, and then we can do like that.
Okay, that could work. It looks very gamification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you spun, and then you'd have the name of it right here. So just, you know, this is a place that I like to eat at sometimes. I don't know what other states have them, but this is like a all-you-can-eat pizza buffet.
Yeah, I think they had them in Florida when I was living there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good place. They keep raising the price though.
Yeah, it happens.
Keeps getting more expensive. But let's see, we'll do probably medium or something. Yeah, something like that. And then like maybe a larger, because hierarchy-wise, this probably matters more than you spun.
Right.
So I'm gonna hold on, center, undo, center, and then reduce the size. Move it up a bit, and maybe that's probably a good size for it.
Someone's asking, what do you think about making a random slider instead of spinning the wheel?
A random slider.
Yeah.
Like you'd like slide
Possibly.
to
If you have an example of what
Yeah.
that could look like, definitely link it so we can check it out.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jan is saying, can we move the wheel to the bottom so there's more room for the card? I think that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that, which you know, we can definitely do that. Let's get back to, okay, that's the whole thing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and organize this a little bit more.
Okay.
So we have, this one is subtraction, which obviously isn't an intuitive name, but this is this whole thing here.
Yep.
So we're gonna name this selection, and then this is the box itself. So we'll do BG for background, and then we'll just name these. Let's see, that one's separator 1. So sep 2, sep 3, and so these are in opposite order of their height, which I like to organize them by where they are on the screen to help me stay more organized.
Yeah.
So now this whole thing is selection, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut that actually, and outside of the spinning circle, I think I'll put it. So that way, let's see. Yep, I was afraid of that.
Yeah. Auto-animating this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because you'll also need the subtraction on the previous artboard as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to copy it and like make it transparent or something on this screen. I should have done this before. Took it out of this rotated one, and then made it so that way it doesn't have this awkward shape because it's super awkward. So this is also how you kind of learn how to improve yourself. I haven't really done a wheel design like this in XD yet, but I guess to make it easier for this thing, I can just. Oh, it's already. Yep, I kind of dug myself a hole, but you know it's fine. Even off screen, I could probably clean it up.
Yeah. Come back tomorrow, it'll look completely different.
Yeah. Because you see.
Or like Roman said, just lose that triangle shape.
That's a mess.
I think ultimately that might be the best decision, just to get rid of that slice and just go for a pop-up or something to that extent.
Yeah.
It's a neat idea, but it's going to be difficult to implement.
Yeah. So we'll we'll improve it. Let's go ahead and make it 20, and then I guess we can start using the Woodbourne font. So let's go ahead and add some of these character styles in. We want to start organizing early, so that way we can apply things more quickly later. So we can do header, and then let's see, result title, and then we can do like here, button, text, okay. Let's see, price, and distance. There we go. Okay, and so now we can easily change that. So I want the button text just to be a little easier to see, or actually no, it is already Woodbourne. Okay, but yeah, so that's what we're going for. And then of course, as they said, it'd probably be better to move it to the bottom and have this here. I'm wondering if like once you start, like say you start spinning it and then it is in the middle, like while it's spinning, and then once it's selected a result, it kind of moves down to the bottom.
Yeah, I think that might work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to focus on that spinner initially, and then once those results come up, just kind of shove it down.
Yeah, I think so.
And do you ever run into something like this when you're working with a client where they have this really interesting idea that looks great on paper, but then when you actually go to start designing it, you realize maybe it's not the best implementation?
Yeah, there's always, I mean, they have an idea and they're like I want to do it this way, but it doesn't always work out, either like development side or just in general. There might be a better, more efficient way. Like sometimes ideas could lead to people not wanting to use your app. So right. I mean, there's a fine line to where you please your superior, or your client, and then making it actually look good and wanting to be used. But yeah, I mean, it's a fine line to walk.
Yeah, it's tricky, especially when you're working with a client who might not understand the design side or the engineering side. They just think anything is possible.
Yeah.
And if it's just you as a designer, you're limited to your knowledge and your tools.
Yeah. And it's also always a good habit to start naming your screens. So this one would be, I'll have to think of maybe a better name, but spin main. So it's the main section. Yeah, it works. Okay.
Matthew just jumped in and said, "Not the Michael Crabtree I was expecting."
I'm not a football player.
And wouldn't that be something? Get
Yeah,
professional
that'd be
football
cool to
players
have
in
him
here
on here.
designing.
Yeah. Oh man. And so, let's see. Oh yes. Actually, forgot. There needs to be a new result button as well.
Interesting question from Nitin is asking, can you change the size of your artboard later in the later part of the design? The short answer is yes. So you can there's two ways you can do that. One, you can just grab the sides of your artboard, whether the left side or the right side, the bottom, whatever, and then drag that out. That'll actually just increase the bounds of that artboard, and then you can move things around. Or you can turn responsive resize on and then increase the size of that artboard. You can also use the text fields at the top, and that will intelligently move those elements around. So if you're going from, let's say, a mobile design to a desktop design, you can drag that outwards and it's going to move things across. It'll even resize things if you have proper constraints in place.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and we're going to try to implement the social feature. See how far we can get with that.
And for those participating in today's challenge, you have 12 minutes and 40 seconds left to get those challenges in, and Michael and I will take a look at them shortly.
Yeah. Here, might be a better way. Let's do a square. And double up. Here, we'll just give it a different fill, just so it stands out.
Adriano's here, who submitted the extreme ironing layout. I have not recovered from that.
Oh man,
we've been looking at extreme ironing. I didn't even know this was a thing, and I'm very confused, but intrigued.
It was so funny. I'm like, what? Extreme ironing? You're just on a mountain and you just start ironing.
Yeah.
I gotta iron my shirt, man. It might as well be on a mountain. It's always that. It's great. All right, so we have two different sections here. These are for the like the number of people, of friends that are currently spinning, and then a little icon. So for now, we can just have a little, or here, E for ellipse, and then we'll make a circle. We'll just make a crude little guy here.
Little snowman.
Little snowman. There you go.
Beautiful.
Move in here. And then we'll do T for text. Type in 3. Okay. And there are 3 snowmen currently spinning a wheel to get a place to eat. So
what do snowmen eat?
Carrots and cold. They just absorb cold. They're like sponges, but they don't absorb. I don't know. They don't melt. It keeps them from dying. All right. Here also, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make this a symbol, and we can start kind of working on this a little bit.
Christian is asking, maybe you can add an icon for routing to the restaurant, or is there a second screen with more information after choosing that restaurant?
Let's see. Add icon for routing to the restaurant. Oh,
I think you had
like a directions icon?
Yeah, I think you had that on one of your screens.
Yeah. So might be, I mean, it'd probably be a good idea to have it here too, like a little icon you can press to take you to the directions to get there, actually. Yeah. So we're gonna have.
Or you can even replace where it says CC's Pizza at the bottom, like with a direction icon, or it just says like "Let's go" or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also, actually meant to have that. Well, the result is pizza. Maybe we could, I mean, like a directions icon here, maybe, but it might be better next to the distance, because they're similar things.
Yeah.
So it might be good to do instead. Also, here I'm gonna go ahead and give it more breathing room. And then move these up. And that will also allow me to make this larger so you can actually like touch it. And it makes it look more obvious that it's an actual button to press rather than just a symbol there, just icon.
Roman's still on the pop-up box, but he's got good points. You know, this is why he says this is why the pop-up box would be better. You can add all of that in to the you basically add all of it in there instead of a triangle shape.
Yeah, I just don't know if we have time to do that.
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
Stream, yeah.
But maybe later tonight
I'll
as you're like
it.
rethinking some of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead in here. So we have nav bar, and so we only have 4 sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. There we go. And we can do this.
Hey, Helmut and Danny have joined us. Welcome.
Here. Let's move that here, get rid of that background. And then, okay. I thought it would like evenly distribute.
You can. It's the 4th icon at the top.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Where did that go?
That's weird.
Oh.
They all like they were all overlapping. Nope.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know why one's going on that screen. Do you have something else selected? What do you have there? Oh, you have the background selected.
Oh, I thought it was like it was going to align to the background, or based on the background. Okay.
Yeah, the 4th button will align it based on.
Okay.
Oh, because it's a symbol. Okay, never mind. I see what's going on. There you go.
Okay.
I thought one was jumping onto the other artboard for some reason. It's like quantum tunneling.
All right, and so we have the 4 symbols for the nav bar, and now we can start working on the second one. So that would be maps, or yeah. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna grab a little maps icon, or maps icon, an actual map. This is a map of San Francisco, and it's really big. So we're gonna shrink it down. Let's go ahead and just fit it in here. Doesn't have to be perfect, and of course, you know, just make it seem like it's a grand scope of a map.
Yeah.
So just like something like that. I might get a more detailed, like a smaller map, a map of a more like general or an actual area rather than the entire city of San Francisco. But for now, we just have that as a placeholder, and then we can like indicate with like little symbols, so we can like make little squares, like here is a hamburger place and here is a taco place, you know, all these different things. And then these will be changed to actual icons to indicate the types of places. Right, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my notes here. Yeah, so you have all these different locations. We also have a search field here and a little filter icon here. So for now, we can do a little thing like this. All these squares and circles indicate icons that will be applied. So we'll do another one, or let's see, we'll do a longer rectangle for searching. Okay. And then a little, let's see, this is for this would be like a little search icon or symbol maybe. So we'll do like that. And then over here would be, you know, that's the filter icon, and then you would have interlocation. Let's go ahead and do left align. Okay. Yep. So that's pretty much where it's going to be, or what it's going to look like, basically.
Right.
And then you'd have like a
before it gets pretty and fancy.
Yeah. I'm thinking like maybe a little button here that like has like a little what would you call it? Well, first we'd have like a little caret to indicate, like you tap on it to give you more, to show you more things. So this would be like a little slide out menu to show maybe some like top-rated places in the area and things that you can, like a little menu of little places that you would tap on, and just a quick way to get to some of the high-rated places in the area, recommended or something. So yeah, something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna go take another look. Yeah, top-rated nearby. So top-rated places nearby, and then we can do like, whoa.
So this screen comes when? After, when you tap on like the location icon?
Yeah, so this would be the second
Right.
section. So you could just tap on it and it would automatically like show a map of some nearby places.
Got
or
it.
if you tap this button, it would take you to the location on the map to this place and things. Yeah. So the map is pretty straightforward. The map screen, we're gonna go ahead and duplicate it, and we're gonna go ahead and group that. We'll do nearby, and then this will like slide out. What we can do is also, again,
Fancy.
this is just placeholder, so
You can also use the new flip icons.
oh yes. Boop, boop. There you go. Very handy. So then I'm thinking we could have like little things here, like quick little bits of info, like the name of the place, maybe the rating, and then like a little picture of the place here. So we'll do this. So this would be for a picture. So we'll just make that a light gray color to indicate that. We'll do name, I guess. So the name of the place, and then below would be its rating. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and throw it in, and really small, and of course probably needs to be smaller, so we can, oh, that does the,
Yeah, you have to select one of the individual stars and make that smaller than all of them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, we have that, and then like a little, we'll do just 1.1 miles away. Something quick.
Yeah.
Quick bit of info, and then you can, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and lock the map and then select that. Yeah, that's one big group. Okay. So rating that, and then okay, I see. I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the group. There we go. And so we can group that.
I know where this is going.
Let's see. What should I call it?
Recommendations, maybe, or something to that extent.
Yeah. Recommendations. It's a good way to go. And then repeat grid.
Oh yeah.
And just take it off.
Fancy.
We can maybe give it like 10, and then there's more off screen that the user would know to swipe through to see more of them.
Cool. So with that done, the challenge deadline is up. So let's actually hop over to my screen for just a second, or a few minutes maybe, and we're going to take a look. So again, the challenge was to create an event landing page using Adobe XD, and we have a bunch of entries. This first one is from Raza, who is in the chat. I believe I saw him not too long ago. And this one is not for extreme ironing, which is sad, but it's for Evently. Join Evently. There you go. All right.
Try beats.
All right, so the bunch of entries going down the page, and there is something to click on. What can we click on? Oh, okay, I see it. So it's one of the individual ones when you click on it. So what are your thoughts?
I think it's good. Let's see. Calm signs November the 7th. I mean, that's clear and concise. You get a description, details, all good. I mean, hierarchy I think is good. Layout is appealing and easy to read through. Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I think this little overlay that when you click on it looks pretty, I mean, it's very consistent with what's down below, but it shows a little bit more information.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these images are great too.
Yeah.
It's amazing what a nice image can do for a website.
Yeah, cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That hot air balloon picture.
Nice. All right, next we have Anzi, who is also in the chat. I just saw her. Marshmallow is always fun in Austria.
140 days away.
I would say, off the bat, this text is probably a little bit small. Just
what's the text? Oh yeah.
I think it's a description of this event.
Yeah, I think it's a little small.
A little small,
but
yeah,
looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Ticket updates. Cool.
Oh, I do notice there's a fixed navigation bar at the top.
Oh, smart.
What I would say for that is
like either blurred or like maybe a colored background or something.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't blend into what you're scrolling through.
Yeah, here it looks really nice. But once we get down here to like the white, even though there's a drop shadow, it's a little bit difficult to read.
Yeah, so maybe change the, either like find a color background that looks good and like do that, or like maybe the text changes to black, or the nav, the nav bar text changes to black or something, maybe.
This is a nice little area down here. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see, what can we click on? There are things we can click on. Here, tickets, we can click on tickets. All right.
Festival
Add to
pass.
cart.
Cool.
Great.
I like that.
We can remove from cart, we can add to cart. Oh, we can see a little info. Oh, that was cool. So auto animate now works on the web, so you can actually see things moving around.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch. Nice. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Tickets. Yep. Nice. Good job, Anzi.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell's saying frosted glass effect.
Oh yeah, that would
you
work.
can definitely do that in XD, which is fun. Next we have Heather, who I'm not sure if I've seen yet today in the chat, but she has an interactive prototype.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Whoa, cool.
Oh, fancy.
Wow.
We can click on, let's say, program, slides over, English. Oh, what did I do? I broke it.
I like that.
Yeah, that
That's really
mask
cool.
number counter is kind of fun.
And then everything just shrinks. Like that. That's cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And down here, she's got some screenshots.
Okay, good. And then, yeah, good use of typography too. I think the script font can only be used here and there. Like if you used it for your body copy and everything, it wouldn't look good. So
yeah,
it's nice to use a good sans serif and some other fonts that work well with it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of different typefaces going on.
Yeah.
I would say there might be a little bit too many.
The general rule is like try to keep it like maybe 2 or 3 at most typefaces.
Yeah.
But I mean these fonts do work together nicely. So I mean I would say for like consistency and even for like branding professionally, you want to keep those specific fonts. You don't really go all out with a bunch of different choices. But I mean still I like it.
Let me refresh because I think Val's saying that Heather may have added new content. Excuse me.
Ooh.
Let's see if anything else got added. So that looks the same. I think we saw it all. Yeah, I think we got this. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice job.
Next is Cedric. Let's see what this Lumberjack Festival. Not as exciting as the extreme ironing, but you know, this is something. Now if they combine these two.
Oh man.
Ironing and lumberjacking.
How would that go together?
I don't know.
That would be, I would watch that every day, I think.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
It's great.
Yeah. Okay. No pets, or pets are allowed. That's fancy.
The color choice is really nice.
Yeah.
You know, the typography, iconography is all clear and concise, easy to read through. Looks good.
Yeah. Type is a little small.
I think the images are a bit too far to the edge of the.
Oh yeah, they're kind of floating up there.
Yeah, so I'd say like maybe keep the same margin for both these for consistency.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, still nice job.
Yeah. Sponsors. Okay.
Awesome.
Great. Nice. Next is Knoll Drops and Drums. April 1st. This is an April Fool's joke. Ooh, the imaging is definitely in your face.
I like the layout though. Wow.
Yeah.
Buy ticks.
Buy ticket.
I'm assuming tickets.
Yep. Is there anything to click on? No, I don't think so. Okay.
Click twice. I like this.
Yeah.
Very easy to go through.
I almost want to say that because of all this going on up here, the buy tickets button is kind of secondary.
Yeah.
So maybe drop this. Maybe you can have an image up there, but not as crazy and busy. That way the buy tickets button is like the primary thing that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Also watch your spelling a little bit. Perform rances. Even though these are, you know, just very quick mock-ups, spelling sometimes.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I would say maybe about like the, you know, the artists and their names and everything, that the font is really thin.
It is,
and
yeah.
On a dark background, that usually doesn't work that well because it's hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say like maybe thicken it up a little bit.
Yep.
But
yeah,
still good.
This is probably like an ultra light or something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
just jump up to light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even regular, possibly. Nice. Next, we've got Victor.
Adobe for you.
Who I think I saw in the chat somewhere. Adobe for you. See your favorite artists. Graphic design, illustration, UI. All right, interesting.
Publish your work on Behance, blah, blah, blah.
The red on the blue or purple or whatever this color is, it's a little bit.
Bit vibration.
Yeah.
So maybe, you maybe reduce the saturation of the purple, or change it slightly to a slightly different color, something that complements the red a little better.
Yeah, or even add, if you're really stuck on these two colors, even add a white border around this image.
Yeah.
That'll kind of add that little bit of a separation so the eyes aren't,
right,
you know, too harsh. Graphic. Okay, this is a nice little section. UI. There's you.
Yeah.
Illustration. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I wonder what that image is in the background.
I don't know.
Like
looks
at
like
first glance, I kind of thought it was a cookie, but I'm like, no, it's not a cookie.
I mean, it kind of does look like it, yeah.
Like chocolate chip.
I can go for that.
Let's go
Sweet.
get some cookies.
All right. Next, final one is from Chris.
Greatest Showman.
This looks pretty nice. Let's see if we click on this. All right, it goes to 2.
2 adults.
Let's go for 3 children. Oh boy, you're in for a handful. 2 adults and 3 children.
So I'm kind of wondering how, because it seems like you just click on the number to increase it. I just wonder how you would actually go about doing that. Would it be like little up arrows and?
Oh right.
Or would you like swipe the number up or down to change the number or something?
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, so in this case, yeah, like you were saying, numbers, or I mean like arrows, or even just like a cursor so people know to click in there and enter a number. Yeah. Cool.
Simple, clean.
Yep. Great job. Alrighty. Let's hop back over to yours. And if you didn't get a challenge entry in today, we will have another challenge tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and create a, let's see, a results page, actually. let's see. So I'm thinking we'll do like a little, little icon here, another rectangle, I know. And then like probably like the title of the name of the place. So we'll just do like, say this is an Italian restaurant. Cinzetti's, it's a pretty popular Italian place near where I live. And it's a, it's a good place. A little expensive, but it's good. So we'll create like a little background here, and then we'll go ahead and give it a, let's see, result title might be good. And then you would have the address where it is, so like, random generic address.
Could be a real one somewhere.
Sorry to whoever lives there. Someone might be showing up at your door from Adobe Live. We didn't send them. Yeah. Oh, here. Regular is good, actually. And then we can dial it down a bit. So, I'll take another look. Yeah. So yeah, this might be like a background, like a picture of the place or something.
Right.
You have the address here, and then you would also have, Italian restaurant. So this tells you the kind of place it is and the type of food it has. So that's important information because that's part of what factors into how it decided on this place. So we want that to be prominent and noticeable too. So let's see, we don't want that big. And we want something like that. We want smaller.
This is all making me very hungry.
Oh, well, good thing I haven't sent any pictures yet then. Okay. So yeah, we would have, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy a few things just to make it a little quicker. Copy all those. Yeah, copy. And then paste in here. So we want like a concise bit of information. I know I'm consulting my notes a lot, but.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, exactly. So 3.3 miles away, you'd probably want, a similar layout to this.
Right, keep things consistent.
Right. Try to tell you how it is, or how it's rated, how much it costs. And also I'm thinking maybe, let me shrink that, and then maybe like this place has 17 reviews or something. So we'll go ahead and, yeah. This was, let's do distance for now, because this is this same text style. So it got like 17 reviews. It costs, pretty expensive. We're gonna take away a $sign.
I love it.
All right. And then also other buttons. I'm thinking this is a back button to go back to the results screen, which I actually still need to make. But I'm thinking also we have other icons such as to call them, and actually directions might be good up here. So like just up here in the top header would be like quick buttons that you would use, like directions, give them a call, and then also find similar locations here.
Yeah. When you're kind of planning some of this stuff, which apps were you looking at for inspiration, or were you looking at any?
I was looking at a lot of, I searched, restaurant apps. I actually went and downloaded a couple restaurant apps from the App Store to kind of get some inspiration of how they laid out and designed it. Looked at some patterns and the way different people designed, these kind of layouts, and even the spinning circle, how they handled and treated that. And I kind of that was obviously influencing my decisions and things.
Great.
So so you'd have I guess just so let's see, call in green because, all right, we'll do that. Just for quick labels. So we're gonna call and then similar. Really quick and dirty. And we know that's directions. That's like a street sign.
Mm.
And then this would be back. So yeah, just quick buttons here. The info, or the name of the place, the address, what kind of place it is, the rating, how much it costs, how far away it is, its website. This can be like that. You can check out the menu.
Mm-hmm. You ever got frustrated looking at very low fidelity designs and just like, you just want to get to the high fidelity stuff?
I know.
'Cause it just looks all over the place.
I know, this is just, ugh. I'm just kind of throwing it out, or just kind of throwing it together.
Yep.
For now, here actually. What does help actually is like when you can apply a grid layout.
Yeah.
And that can help you align things properly, which we can do in high fidelity.
Is there a certain like padding distance that you typically use, or any sort of grid layout?
I think 8 pixels is pretty good. Just like, you know, every 8 pixels equals one of these squares, and
Right.
helps you to lay out exactly how you want to do it. Yeah, and so this button maybe be we'll do all caps actually. So we want to make a reservation, and maybe we want that up here. I'm gonna go ahead and all caps everything. And then this also shows that the text either needs to be bigger or the buttons need to be made wider. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. Just yeah. Yep. All right. And so you could also, maybe you want to leave a review for it. So you would tap this and it can give you a list of like already existing reviews, or a button to create a review yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and do the back
There's definitely
button.
a lot of things to think about when you're designing an app like this. A lot of little buttons, a lot of features, a lot of screens.
Yeah.
Russell's suggesting instead of just view, or instead of view menu, just put menu.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, that works.
And so we can have, like, we can create a little box here.
And Christian is saying maybe the call button fits better near the reservation button.
That's true.
Mm.
Call button near reservation. That is very true.
Yeah, user feedback is great.
Yeah. So maybe we want the call button down here, and then you want to put them like that.
Yeah.
And of course, we want these to be the same size in the final design. So we'll just do that. Okay, and then here, let's create a little box. So we'll do someone's name, and then
Nancy Drew.
Yep. Let's insert some lorem ipsum. So there. Oh, accept. There we go. Oh, got rid of Nancy Drew. Poor Nancy. Okay, and then we want the name isn't all that important, so we can like make the name a little smaller.
Mm-hmm.
We can make this text smaller too. It's actually the same size. Something like that, and then we can maybe have the text be lighter if we want, maybe. Let me see how that looks.
So Mincho, Michael did put together basically like a bunch of sketches for this app that he kind of thought, he would follow throughout this process. But of course, like any design, whenever you're planning things beforehand, there's always things that are going to be changing. For instance, at the beginning, there's a little wheel that spins, and one of the pieces in Michael's vision kind of pop up and show some results. But with feedback, there's a possibility that that could change. So there's definitely sketches, but they're kind of there as a rough guideline.
Yeah. Okay. So this person gave it 2 stars because
that's sad.
She's picky. Yeah. So yeah, and then you know, we can take, or actually, first off, let's we can do like, you know, something like that, and then, you know, just a bit of realism. Add some data to how recent the review is. Like maybe things have changed since this review or something like that. We can make that light because it's not that important either. And we can like take this repeat grid, and we can make a few of them. And I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's gonna sync. It's
yeah,
yeah.
Yep. So let's see.
They can all be 2-star ratings.
Yeah.
Or you can just do separate ratings, just have them above.
Yeah,
and
overlaying
then,
it.
Yeah.
Which I'll probably have to do.
Yeah. I think eventually repeat grids will have more overrides instead of just...
Yeah.
Or, you know, what some people do is once you have the entire repeat grid set up, then you can just ungroup the repeat grid, then you can modify individual elements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. So yeah, I mean, we can like sort it by like the highest ratings at the top or something like that.
Yeah.
There might be a button to sort the ratings. In fact, it probably should do that. Here, actually.
I take it, Jan, you watched Baby Shark. And hey, Eric, welcome. After this stream, you have to watch Baby Shark.
I will. Hopefully I remember.
Michael's not returning tomorrow.
I'll be gone all day watching it.
No, you'll just leave because you hate me so much for telling you to watch it.
Okay. And then, well, I'm thinking maybe we want a bigger button to leave a review, so maybe we can copy this, paste it in here. I don't know, maybe just like...
We summoned Kevin back. Kevin was in the street. No, he wasn't here, but he was watching and chatting while Christine was designing Baby Shark. He was having a great time.
And maybe, let's see. Hold on, first off, I'm gonna go ahead and copy these here, and then maybe we want like a permanent button like at the bottom or something for add a review, and then like a button above to like show more if it's at the bottom or something. So
Dennis is saying it would be cool to see your friends review. So maybe there could be a version where like the friends are on top, maybe they're color coded.
Yeah.
Not like pink and purple, but just like, you know, a little icon with your friends or something.
So these could be the various factors that it could sort by.
Yep.
Right here.
We have about just a minute left.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's gone pretty quick.
It has. And you've started to really, you know, lay down some groundwork for a lot of this stuff.
So, let's see. I'll probably have to create a few lo-fi things off screen. This isn't like a really complicated app, so a lot of these screens have a lot of similarities, and a few of them use the different parts of the different sections of the app and things, so it should only be a few.
Kevin said he ran to his laptop from eating a sandwich when he heard Howard say Baby Shark. This is what I'm here for, Kevin. You just made my day. So, but with that being said, our day is complete, and tomorrow you're gonna use what you've done here, kind of get fancy, add some high fidelity stuff, maybe expand, and tonight maybe you'll think about, you know, some of the suggestions that others have suggested about the little piece of the pie that kind of pops up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Have anyone been like writing down like some of the name suggestions in the chat? I've seen some good ones.
Yeah, there were some good ones. I'm not sure if anyone. I probably should have like scribbled them down, but someone may have. We will find it. Otherwise, we can go back in the chat and.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
see.
true.
Yeah.
Try to remember your suggestions tomorrow.
Yeah.
And throw them out in the chat again.
Yeah. Come back tomorrow with some great suggestions. We will be writing them down this time, and we'll have a poll, and we're gonna get a name for this app. So, with that being said, we'll see you all tomorrow. The Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge is at 8:30, and then I'll be back with Jackie at 9. See ya.
Awesome. Bye.